The evening had slipped into silence when Emily sat at the edge of the sofa, scrolling through her phone. The glow from the screen lit her face, but her eyes were heavy. The date at the top of the screen made her heart sink. It was their anniversary. She had waited all day, hoping for flowers, a message, maybe even just a dinner together. But the house remained still, and the clock ticked louder with every passing second. At 9:30, the door creaked open. James walked in, his tie loose, shoulders slumped, exhaustion written all over him. He tossed his keys onto the table and let out a sigh. Emily's voice was sharp, but controlled. "Do you even know what today is?" James paused mid-step. His face froze as realization hit him. He turned toward her, guilt flickering across his eyes. "Emily, you forgot," she cut him off, her voice trembling. "I waited, James. I waited all day. Do you know how that feels? To be invisible in your own marriage." James dropped into the chair opposite her, his hands covering his face. "I didn't forget because I don't care. Work has been insane. I wanted to leave early, I swear. But the meeting? There's always a meeting. There's always work, but there's not always us. How long before we don't even matter anymore?" Her eyes shimmered, the weight of disappointment heavier than the silence between them. For a moment, neither spoke. The only sound was the ticking clock, slicing through the tension. Finally, James stood up, walked over, and knelt in front of her. His voice was soft, broken. "I messed up. You're right. I should have been here. No excuses. I can't take back today, but I don't want you to ever feel invisible again." Emily blinked, caught between anger and the sincerity in his eyes. "Words are easy, James." He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small folded paper. It was worn at the edges, scribbled handwriting all over it. "I was writing this at work today. It's not fancy, but it's everything I wanted to tell you." He handed it to her. Her hands shook as she unfolded it. Inside, line after line told the story of their journey, how he first saw her, how he still memorized her smile every morning, how he knew he had fallen short but wanted forever with her. By the time she finished, tears were slipping silently down her cheeks. She whispered, "You really wrote this today?" "Yes," he said, "because even if I fail with dates, I never fail to love you." Emily's anger softened, replaced with the ache of love that still lingered deep inside. She leaned forward, pressing her forehead against his. "Don't let this become a pattern, James. I need to feel like we matter. You do, more than anything." His voice was steady now, a promise hanging in the air. That night didn't end with roses or a fancy dinner. It ended with honesty, forgiveness, and the quiet reminder that love isn't measured in grand gestures, but in the effort to fight for each other, even when things crack.